Hello and welcome everyone back to Final Fantasy XIV as we have entered our 19th session playing through this game, through this expansion and all it has to offer. Not all it has to offer, as much as the highlights of what it has to offer now that we're in the post game. And while we only have 5.3 and Eden left as sort of the main course, there are some side things that we want to explore. Namely, something that was not on my list, but apparently is very, very good and kind of perfect for timing wise. The weapon quests, or as it's called in the game, Ruby Doomsday. And considering it was built off of, oh wow, is everybody just hanging out over there? Considering that everybody's saying this is a good set of quests, and we have probably at least some kind of loose connection to Final Fantasy VII, it feels pretty appropriate. And once we finish these up, we'll of course get to Nier. So yeah. Yes, and I have been warned by Sun or Polyglot that there is a bit of a trigger warning for this series. I don't know exactly what is in it, but there is apparently stuff that gets maybe a little Danganronpa-ish.
That's what I think.
As far as Ultra Despair Girls. So we'll have to see what that's all about. And last, and yeah, you got an Endless Ocean sequel. That is surprising. I immediately thought of you since you requested Endless Ocean. This is also our last stream before the big Yakuza 0 subathon. And I'm still working on preparing for that, getting everything ready. But I can tell you that my eye patch arrived in the mail. So I have that all set for that. And perhaps more importantly to you guys, my back tattoos arrived. There's three. The best I could find is I could find three.
This is huge.
Yes, it is.
I haven't even seen these yet. I'm gonna open it.
Okay. So if we reach, how many subs is it? Just bringing up my own list. So the eye patch unlocks a command at 75 subs. Every time you guys choose mini game time with 1,000 bits. There you go. That'll be on my back.
That is so massive. This
Yeah,
could
it
be
is.
a chore to get on you. But not like a real tattoo.
And the tattoo is 250 subs, because why not?
This tattoo would be so expensive if you got this for real.
Oh, I'm sure.
This would take days to
Now,
do.
I could decide to make you guys work harder for it and have me dance the Friday night at 250 and have the tattoo at
Here's the
350,
other
but
options. We got the black and white option,
a little this way, there you go.
or the one with the tiger.
Yeah. Tiger and dragon. So a little something you can look forward to. Yeah, a little something you can look forward to for the subathon on Saturday, as well as some other stuff. I need to go to Goodwill to find myself some clothes that match Kiryu's that we can dress up with that. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And hope you all can make it. As a reminder, that will be starting at 10 a.m. Eastern on Saturday. So keep an eye out for that. And we'll have everything run down as we start that and figure out what we're going to go do. Yeah. Oh, I'm aware of Sumo Wani. I went to Japan and they said to everybody that you either have to cover it up or yeah, you can't go in. All right. So that is all of that taken care of. And
Also, hello everyone.
yeah, we got
I
Amy
just
here.
caught up with the chat. Hello.
I'm just going to adjust this down a little bit. There we go. So yeah. Last week I said that because of a change in schedule at work, I was unlikely to help. Starting this week, it seems even more unlikely as I'm now going in at 4 a.m. Oof, Central Time. Yeesh, that's rough. Most will let you cover with a bandage if it is bandageable. Otherwise, some are tattoo friendly, or will let you use a private hot spring bath if available. Yeah. So, and yes, Mother 3 on the NSO in Japan. I mean, they've gotten a bunch of Japanese exclusive RPGs.
Mother 4, so that I can play it.
Yeah. Mother of 4, yeah. Oh, I got it. All right. Whew. I think that's about it as far as that's all concerned. And that's sort of our housekeeping for now. And yeah, we're already starting a bit late, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Belle did not see the direct, but it's also, I sort of ran down. There wasn't a lot in the direct for her. She might be interested in Monster Hunter Stories 1 coming to Switch. I don't even know if she heard that, but yeah. All right. Let's talk to this person. I don't think I got the chance to tell you that. The one thing I think you would be interested in from the direct, Monster Hunter Stories 1 got announced for the Switch.
Nice.
With voice acting and whatnot, but Brandon says 2 is better.
2 is great, and I can't wait to get back to play it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm going to have time to do a reaction because of prepping for the subathon and getting my other work done, unfortunately.
Yeah. And yes, Pocket Card Jockey, good stuff. Highly recommended. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this thing started. By the way, to find this, Amy, you need to go to the locks in the Alamegan Quarter. Okay?
I don't know what that is.
It's a location. It's in Girabania. So it's a Stormblood location. The capital of Alamigo. So, we're going to get started while Amy catches up. And, yeah. Hey, Very Master Ninja. Alright. Let's begin and see what this is all about for our Ruby Doomsday. As you may have heard, Commander Aldine has given orders to embark from Alliance headquarters to hold back the advance of the Empire's latest menace. Not that the soldiers stationed there are too chuffed about... By the way, how's the audio? Just making sure. Not that soldiers stationed there are too chuffed about being on the front lines against these new weapons. If they're designed to slay primals, they'd make short work of us mere mortals as well. Audio seems fine. Perfect. Mind you, it's Gaius Belsar and his followers who have led the charge so far. By all accounts, they've been giving as good as they get. Unfortunately, their sorties have met with little success. I dare say they'd benefit greatly from your presence on the battlefield. If you're ready, my colleague over at Porta Praetoria will show you the way. Ruby Doomsday. And you want to go to... Okay, go down. Oh, here we go, yeah. No, that's... You're looking for Alamigo. There it is. The locks and Alamegan Quarter.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's relatively close by to where you teleport in. Alright, let's go talk to this guy. As everything's eerily quiet.
My sister's here.
Your sister?
Sayo.
Oh. Thought I saw a... Oh, that's not that mine. Alright, is this farther away than I thought? It is definitely farther away than I thought. Okay. Sheesh. I'm just going to teleport. Oh, I cannot wait for Rebirth. My sleep schedule is probably going to go to crap. Just so I can play it as much as possible. Oh, no worries, Time Sage. No worries at all. Alright, let's head into the Alliance headquarters.
Oh, son.
What's up?
Son came over.
Oh. Ooh. Very different music. Huh. Oh yeah, the Junon demo is. I'm not touching the Junon demo. So your mind is set. Then I shall apprise you of the situation. We have discovered that the previously abandoned Ultima Weapon project is being helmed by the reformed 7th Legion, of course. They have already succeeded in producing several prototypes, one of which is set to be deployed on the Eorzean front. Its name, the Ruby Weapon. Well, this will be the first time I've beaten any of the Ruby or Emerald weapons, if the Emerald shows up as well. Hey, Colux with 100 bits, thank you so much, saying, with the announcement of the new Monster Hunter Stories remaster, was wondering if I could change my request from the original 3DS version to that. If not,
Yes.
it's no big. If not, it's no big deal.
Oh wait, you
Just
don't have that though.
no, it's fine. By the time I get to it, it's a long game, so we have time. Yes, I will change that to the Switch version. Let's see, Monster Hunter Stories.
Are you gonna buy that one?
Eventually, I mean, it's
You
the.
have it on 3DS, right?
Yeah, I have it on 3DS, but also look, I mean, these are the long games, and it's I have to get through. Where is it?
Oh, I should have just.
I have to get through this many games before I play it, Amy. There's this many long games before it,
Alright,
so
trying to get to the next area.
there's that many. There's that
Is
many.
mine in there?
Yours is even further
Oh
down.
gosh, mine's so far.
So, yeah. But hey, if we catch up on the short games, we can start doing long games as well. But yes, I've gone ahead and changed that, Colex. Thank you very much for this. I wanted to ask you about that, but yeah, we're all good. And doing good, Smitty. Or Jay. They have already succeeded in producing, the Ruby Weapon. Severa and I were able to get within striking distance during one of its test runs and made an attempt to destroy it. An attempt that ended in failure, alas. Based on our knowledge of the original Ultima Weapon, the explosives we employed should have been sufficient to blast through its armor plating, but they barely left a mark. We suspect the gifts of its predecessor may have proven the source of its resilience. As you well know, the Ultima Weapon was designed to absorb ether from icons, and the Ruby Weapon no doubt shares that ability. If any were summoned during the uprisings in Garlemald's occupied territories and thereafter consumed, our enemy would become all the more formidable. But its near impenetrable armor was only the beginning of our troubles. It fought back with whip-like claws that could be extended and contracted at will. In the face of such opposition, we were forced to withdraw. Gaius was injured shielding me from the Ruby Weapon's assault. Even now, he struggles to stand. Damn it all, if I hadn't been so careless, this wouldn't have happened. You need not concern yourself. Let us not forget that I am the one who initiated the Ultima Weapon project. If I must give my life to bury this shameful legacy, then so be it. If you were to face it as you are now, you'd be cut down before you even hobbled within firing distance. In any case, we can't afford to lose the information in your head on both the foe we face and the Empire itself. We all know that asking for Milan's assistance presents our best chance of stopping that war machina. 'Tis true that if anyone were capable of putting down such a monstrosity, it would be him. Though I have no right to ask this of you, will you lend us your strength? I'm not one to back down from a fight. You have my thanks. And mine, though I must impress upon you the urgency of our situation. We have received word that the Empire is preparing to advance on the Grimlit Dark. This is where we will intercept them. If our fears are proven correct, the Ruby Weapon will be among their host. Should it break through our lines, there is no telling the devastation it will wreak. Make no mistake, the very survival of Eorzea hangs in the balance. Yeah, just as a quick thing in my history with 7, I have never beaten Ruby or Emerald Weapon. I've never been good enough. I could probably make the attempt now, but back in the day, I was just not prepared. You know, it was one of my first RPGs, and I just never bothered to attempt it again when I replayed the game. Let's see. If our fears are proven correct, the Ruby Weapon will be among their host. Should it break through our lines, there is no telling the devastation it will wreak. Make no mistake, the very survival of Eorzea hangs in the balance. Once you have steeled yourself for the battle ahead, your escort will lead the way. What price must the world pay for my hubris? Oh wow, you're already farther than I am.
A little bit ahead of you. It's just ugly.
I'm curious how close it is to the actual ruby weapon. What are we in for? Oh, that is very different. Well, no. Wow, it's weird. It's similar but different, and obviously not as big as it is in in 7.
Down design for me.
They gave it teeth. Why'd they
I
get?
don't like it.
Initiating synthetic aura sight system. Fusion successful. No signs of incompatibility. Awaiting your signal. Ruby weapon codenamed Darnus. Ready for launch. Ah, nice. And it is just a mech.
Is it supposed to be like Genova inspired?
No. So let me bring up. Let's see here. So this is the original Ruby weapon. It's
Oh, wow.
it's a super boss.
Huh. I think I like that design better. It's more cutesy. I
Cutesy.
guess. Compared to the other one. I don't know. They're both creepy.
Yeah. This is the other one we might come across. This is Emerald weapon. These are the two super
Okay.
bosses of Final
I
Fantasy
like that
VII.
one better. That one reminds me more of Transformers,
Ah, okay.
which I love. Star Scream for the win! Even though he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Bumblebee or Optimus Prime.
Yeah, in Alpha Line, we got the Penny game, we got Side Order, we got a bunch of demos. It was kind of crazy how much we got from all that. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk to the Resistance Escort. Podolin has briefed me on our mission. I'm to take you as far as our expected point of contact with the Ruby weapon. Once we arrive, the rest is up to you, I'm afraid. Alright, Cinder Drift.
Look at our party already!
Yep, they're all set.
Aww.
Just tell me when you're ready and I'll... You're gonna
Oh
be
my God, I'm
are
not
we gonna say you're gonna be a white mage?
No. No way. Very,
Yeah.
way better than me.
Alright. You all set? Okay. Oh, it's asking me about Gimlet Dark. No, I want Cinder Drift. Alright, let's see what this is all about. We're just getting right into it. What are we in for? This thing's ridiculous.
It's like a Zerg essentially. I don't even know how to describe it.
Song's interesting.
Yeah, the song's cool.
Everybody mishears the lyric as Big Fat Taco so big.
Oh, that's why they're saying conflict. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, man, I used the wrong thing. I used my gold saucer.
Oh, pfft.
Hold on.
It does. It is very much like an Ava. Samurai. Alright.
Man, I wasted my gold saucer card.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, look at the menu.
Oh my god, it is like Final Fantasy VII with the menu. That's cool. Oh boy, here comes the claws. Just stay away from the sneaking. Oh, we got, thank you. I got saved. We got to be on top of the where the claws dug. I did not realize that, but I was saved. At least we know it for next time. Here comes the Flex the Claw again. Well, this is different. Okay, somehow avoided that. Mostly. Oh, just need a stack. Going in some wild directions. Ah, they got me with that last one. Thank you for the raise. Oh, getting in close.
Oh, no, I don't have the right menu selected. Controller.
I mean, this is Ruby Weapon. I don't expect this fight to be easy. All right, watch where it's going, and then get on top of it after it burst out, Amy. So over here, and then get on top of where it's. Oh, we did it a little too soon, maybe. Whoops. I'm sorry. My fault. Bad call. I should probably get out of there. Yeesh. I have played Final Fantasy X and X-2, though I never properly beat X-2. So I'm screaming, don't get on top. Yeah, I missed that, son. I'm sorry. Ruby Weapon is damn claws. That was his thing back then, too. Oh, this whole thing where he's going back and forth. good here. Yep, got him. Ah, unintentional Final Fantasy VII Remake reference. there's the Shinra mascot dog called Stamp. That's totally not the intention. Getting close. Good job. Got him.
Oh, wow.
First try, not bad. Oversoul. They self-destructing. No. Oh, jeez.
It's not over.
No, it is not over. Oh, that's new. What in the world?
It's a butterfly. Out of the chrysalis.
Why can't we ever get rid of Nail Van Darnus? Oh God. Gross. Oh, we gotta get rid of these things. I don't know, but I'm gonna guess we're gonna kill this Raven's image. Okay, got rid of that one. Okay, got that. Oh, got Downmood Fallen. What the heck? Well, that's terrifying. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to be in the middle here. Probably get behind that rock. We got arrows. Oh. The comet, the comet. They're holding it back. We killed the comet. No, I think we got them all. all out with this music. It's only okay. Very operatic. Limit break, I'm using it now. I was trying to, but it didn't activate in time. Whew, okay. Whew, good job, everyone. That was wild. Yeesh. That was something. Well, thank you everyone for joining us to kill this thing. And ugh, gross. So yeah, story over. Oh, I wish we got a gold chocobo as a prize. That'd be awesome. Even from afar, your figure was unmistakable, as ever, an impressive display.
That comes across funny with me in my outfit.
Though, as I'm sure you will concur, the ultimate weapon pales in comparison to this new monstrosity. If their research is allowed to continue, the next model will be nigh on unstoppable. With that in mind, the Alliance has enlisted the help of... Wait, I hear something. Oh, kind of looks like you. Here to sift through what remains of the ruby weapon, are you?
Different scales.
What are Rod doing here? Allie, what do you think you're doing? Allie. Father. Yeah, father, what the... It's been too long, Alphonse, and you too, Rex. Given that the Empire is proceeding with the weapon project and making inroads into Eorzea, I suppose it was only a matter of time until our paths crossed. It's wonderful to see you again, Father, although I can't say I think much of the company you've been keeping. I know a lot's happened, but I'm just glad you're all right, and now you can come back to Garlemald with us. My days serving the Empire are over. Because you're suspected of assassinating Emperor Varys? But we know you'd never do a thing like that. There must be a way to prove your innocence. Then everything can go back to the way it was. Nope. Oh, flashback time. What kind of dark past do they have? So we found you two shivering on the roadside when he was going through Werlyt. Lucky for you, eh? If he hadn't, we'd probably be dead by now.
I had that hairstyle for a while.
As for us three, our parents all died in the epidemic. We'd still be begging on the street corners if it weren't for him. I just wish there was a way we could repay Lord Gaius for all the kindness he's shown us. He fights for the Empire, so we should too. That'll make him proud of us. You're saying we should join the army? I don't think that's such a good idea. Everyone in Werlyt was scared of the Garleans. Why would we want to be like them? Lord Gaius is different. I know he is. You're right. He always says that the strong should lead the weak. Maybe that's why he took us in. Alright, if becoming a soldier is what it takes, I'll do it. Who's with me? Count me in, and maybe one day people will look up to us like we do Lord Gaius. Then it's settled. From now on, we're all brothers and sisters fighting for the same cause. Brothers and sisters? Then that would make Lord Gaius our father?
I don't know if I've seen those as children, the dragon.
No, this is the first time we've seen the
Cute.
yeah. I like how they actually did change up how the boys are. Like the horns are much smaller. Don't know yet, Lass. We just met Gaius's adoptive children? Kinda. Well, if he doesn't mind us calling him that, I suppose so. And that makes you our big brother, since you're the oldest. You'd better be nice to us, or I'm telling Father. Haha.
Well, I have a feeling 2 of those don't make it. Since there's only 3.
Yep, that definitely seems the case. Father, since you went away, a lot has changed in the Empire. For us, too. If we'd known you were still out there, still alive, none of this would have happened. What do you mean? The truth is... Alphonse might have taken the strong should follow the weak to heart. Or lead the weak. You might see Gaius as weak. If you must go, I will not stop you, but answer me this. Who was piloting the ruby weapon? We all know that Nail Van Darnus was not returned from the dead. Who do you think? Oh, we just killed one of them. It was Melisandre, one of the other girl. Oh boy. No, I refuse to believe that.
No.
I refuse to believe you would let that happen. She was a sister to you, to all of you. We only want to finish what you started. And while we will never forget all you have done for us, the next time we meet, it shall be as enemies. Goodbye, Father.
What? No.
They're completely on the side of the Empire now. As for you, hero of Eorzea, you'll pay for what you did to Melisandre. I swear it. Nothing like some child soldiers. Grown up now, of course, but... Oh my god, it's Sid. It's been so long.
Oh my gosh, I regret it.
Well, Gaius Van Balsar, we meet again. Come to see how your precious weapon project has been proceeding in your absence, have you? You are come to collect data on the ruby weapon, correct? The pilot, Melisandre, should still be inside the cockpit. I will ask Valdulan to escort you to the wreckage.
Is this Sid's music or something? Because I feel like it always plays when he's around.
Yeah, it's basically his theme. Any idea who this Melisandre is? An Imperial crony of his, perhaps? One of the orphans. Gaius always did have an eye for talent and a mind to nurture it. In fact, Livius Junius was another protege of his.
One in a white suit.
Yes. He even took me under his wing when my father became obsessed with the Meteor Project. It's strange that I felt closer to Gaius than my own flesh and blood. Then my father and countless others lost their lives in the Boja incident. Although he was acting under Emperor Solus's orders, he masterminded the whole thing. I begged him to reconsider, to put an end to this madness, but my words fell on deaf ears. That's when I turned to Gaius for support, but he was as much a pawn of the Emperor as my father, and refused to intervene. And when my turn came to serve, I defected and fled to Eorzea. Yeah, that's true, Blade Blur. I saw somebody mention in chat, and I made sure not to mention in case we actually got Mother 3 in the States, then because that'd be huge, but nope, didn't happen. I blamed Gaius as much as any of them, perhaps even more, for the barbaric acts carried out in the name of conquest. But when we met at the Praetorium, all the hatred that had been festering inside me seemed to fade away, and I remembered the man I once respected. To think the dreaded Black Wolf was a mere plaything of the Ascians, who left him broken and disgraced, having sent thousands of his men to early graves. It's more than most could bear, and now the lives of children he raised hang in the balance. Any personal grievances I have with Gaius can wait. I'd best gather what information I can on the ruby weapon. I'll be back as soon as possible. Alright, let's go. If Sid is as I remember him, it will not take long for him to finish investigating the remains of the ruby weapon. He never was one to waste time. My engineers are still in the field, but there's something I thought you should know right away. It's about the pilot. I'm not sure how to tell you this, but if Melisandre is dead, I only hope she was not made to suffer. Death would have been a kindness. In all my years, I've never seen such a perversion of science and nature. Her body was fused with the ruby weapon's core. Those last moments must have been spent in pure agony as her very life's essence was drained from her. So she was sacrificed to power that infernal machine. We must act quickly if we are to prevent the Empire from committing further atrocities. Milan, is there any other information you can share with us regarding the ruby weapon prior to its deactivation? Yeah, it's definitely an Ava. Nael Van Darnus? Did the Legatus mean that much to Melisandre? From what I gather, it sounds as if data based on Nael's combat abilities was used to override the pilot's consciousness after she was fused with the core. If this technology is perfected and the Empire begins implanting the memories of renowned warriors such as the White Raven into its soldiers, the Alliance won't stand a chance. Is such a thing even possible? Which one are you going to say?
Try and catch up.
Oh.
You can pick one, I'll pick the other.
That's more or less how soul crystals work. Yes, it seems that such crystals are in common use throughout Eorzea, an ancient but effective means of passing on knowledge from one generation to the next. Yeah. If you pick the other one, he says, your friend did mention he overheard this Signiferi loading various sets of data into the test model during the battle. It would appear that the system has been improved upon since then. While it may bear some similarities, we won't know for certain until we've analyzed the wreckage of the ruby weapon. It cannot be denied that combining combat data from an experienced soldier with the powers of an icon has yielded remarkable results, but in doing so the Empire has sunk to the very depths of depravity. This is beyond forgiveness. For once, I agree with you, yet one question remains unanswered. How were they able to obtain data on someone who was supposedly killed prior to the calamity? That's what I'm trying to determine. There is one possibility I'd like to explore, but I'll need to carry out a more thorough investigation first. Severa will provide support while you're in the field. Not only is she extremely well versed in the latest Ingarlian technology, there are a few soldiers I would rather have watching my back. In the meantime, Valderlin and I will follow the Ruby Weapon's tracks back to its point of origin. We will learn what we can of the weapon project and the manner in which Alphonse and the others are involved. Should we uncover anything of value, we will relay it to the troops stationed here. For now, I suggest you use this lull in Garlean activity to recuperate. Would I be correct in guessing that this belated reunion with those darling orphans of yours has stirred up memories of your time in Garlemald? Remember our agreement, Gaius. If you so much as think of returning to your Imperial masters, I will kill you. Where is this at? Oh, not that far. So you put down the ruby weapon. Gods, I wish I could have seen it. Not from too close mind. I suppose I should report news of your victory to the higher-ups. I realize you must have been through quite the ordeal, but could you give me a quick summary of the battle? You make it sound so easy. From the way you tell it, anyone would think you slay hulking brutes like that for a living. I'll put all of this into the report and leave a copy over there, should you fancy a bit of light reading. Anyway, I expect you've got more pressing matters to take care of, like going for a celebratory pint. If the Garleans pluck up the courage to come knocking again, we'll let you know. Until then, rest up. I'm guessing that was probably the first, part of the, 5.2? And the next one quest is probably 5.3. We're going to do all of these, of course, but just for reference's sake. Well, we still have 4 of the 5 orphans. We should have told him the truth. He'd be able to help us. I know he would. That's exactly the problem, Allie. If he knew the true nature of the weapon project, he'd find some way to interfere. We've come too far to back down now. I won't let Melisandria's death be in vain. Even if that means going against Father's wishes. Cheer up, Alphonse. We can all go back to being one big happy family after we've dealt with those pesky Eorzeans. It'd just be like old times. If only it were that simple. There's no guarantee any of us make it back alive. Excuse me? I think you're forgetting whose turn it is next, O ye of little faith. With me at the helm of the sapphire weapon, it'll be over before you know it. That's a new weapon!
Oh, that's not been out before.
Yeah, sapphire is completely original. I'm pretty sure. Let me look that up real quick, actually. There's no way that was... Actually, no. Sapphire weapon might have been... Hold on. There's a lot of weapons in Final Fantasy VII. I'm just looking up all of them. Oh, yeah. Sapphire... Oh, Sapphire was the one that attacked Junon.
Which one's that?
The one who got a taste of the Junon's cannon. Yeah, that was. It's funny how many of the weapons get taken out by Shinra. And I don't expect to see the weapons until the final remake game. Whatever happens, Rex, promise you'll come back to us. I couldn't bear to lose you too. And stay away from cannons. Let's see what this has to say. I think Joe Cat is the one I heard describe the weapons storyline as not Gaius' redemption arc, but rather his atonement arc. The sins Gaius committed have now come back to haunt him, and he and those dear to him will have to pay for his wrongs. Ah, I see. Oh god, she was only 20. Sleep now in Sapphire. Well, we get some sort of reward. Oh, this is a solo duty? Oh, crap. Milan, I'm afraid we haven't much in the way of information to share from the front line. We have, however, received word that Gaius wishes to speak with you at Alliance headquarters. I've arranged an escort to take you to headquarters, so when you're ready to depart, speak with the fellow over there. Alright. So, we gotta take on the next weapon alone.
No!
So we gotta disband. Or actually, I'll leave the party. I'm guessing this weapon of choice is just the more difficult version of Ruby. Oh, good night, Gregster. Take care. And hi, Ice Climber Kirby. How you doing? Good, you're here. The Ironworks have completed their analysis of the Ruby weapon, and Sid Garland wishes to share his findings. I take it you can spare a few moments? Very good. Please wait here while I inform him of your arrival. Glad you could make it, Milan. I'm sure you're as anxious as anyone to hear what we've uncovered. That is true, Boo Scary Helicopter. They were. Our early hypotheses were proven correct. The Garleans have designed a system whereby a pilot's consciousness can be forcibly supplanted with data based on the memories and experience of another. So even a rank amateur could obtain the combat abilities of a seasoned warrior? Precisely, and we learned how this was made possible when we opened the cockpit. The monitors were still operational, and among the messages displayed, one particular phrase caught my attention: synthetic orocyte system. Which is what exactly? Well, the core of the ultimate weapon was referred to as the Heart of Sabik by the Asians. We believe it to have been of type of orocyte. I can't say much for the synthetic sort at this stage, but I've encountered real orocyte before. It is extremely potent, perhaps equal in power to the Heart of Sabik. It's unclear whether the Garlean simulacrum possesses the same properties as the genuine article, but I intend to follow this avenue of inquiry to see where it leads. What we do know is that it was used to implant the combat data of Nail Van Darnus into the pilot, who has been presumed dead since before the Calamity. Are you any closer to discovering how they were able to retrieve this data? The link didn't occur to Gaius at first, but later he told me of devices fitted to the Magitech armor of the Empire's high-ranking officers. There is reason to believe they were designed to emulate the soul crystals used throughout Eorzea. Yeah, definitely getting some 1.0 lore. Yes, that was rumored to be its true purpose, but it was never publicly acknowledged. Perhaps those in the upper echelons of command wanted to avoid comparisons to the so-called savages they were meant to be conquering. There is also the question of whether this system even functions as intended. From what we've seen, we can assume they were successful in gathering combat data of those wearing armor equipped with the device. If the comparison with soul crystals is valid, perhaps this data was transferred via ether. However, it seems that it extracted not only memories relating to combat, but the soldier's very essence. As you saw, the pilot succumbed entirely to the will of Van Darnus. Though this is merely supposition, it's possible that being fused with the Ruby weapon's core accelerated the process and caused the deceased legatus to manifest in corporeal form. Bye, Gregster. Could it be that the death of the pilot was caused by system malfunctioning? It's hard to say. The Ruby weapon itself was still largely intact when it deactivated, which strongly implies that it was the synthetic Orosite running amok that killed her, rather than the damage incurred during the battle. But even after our analysis, I'm afraid we still don't have enough information. For now, perhaps we should consult with Gaius as to our next plan of action. Baudulin has come bearing vital information. I traced the Ruby weapon's path back to the occupied territory of Werlyt, which appears to be where it was built. Where exactly is Werlyt? While Alamigo is placed on the western edge of Gimlet, Werlyt lies on the opposite side, to the east. It was once a proud and prosperous city until it was brought to his knees by the Imperial invaders. You seem rather well informed. Perhaps I should have taken you with me. I thought that much was common knowledge. Yeah. I figure it's going to be the same. I chose the first one. Yeah, I figured it would be the same. It is also where Alphonse and the others were born. And now the weapon project has brought them home. Yes, the place is now rife with Imperials. They've established an airship supply depot in the coastal town of Turncliffe. According to the locals, something resembling one of the weapons was transported there a few days ago. This bodes ill indeed. Were it possible, I would attempt to capture Alphonse and his followers before they can launch an offensive. However, the distance between here and Turncliffe presents a considerable obstacle, and in all likelihood, their weapon will be ready long before we arrive. Approaching by sea would allow us to save time by circumventing their ground-based troops, provided we were able to secure a vessel. Or you could use the Enterprise and take the most direct route of all, as the crow flies. In fact, this is the perfect chance to put my top-secret plan into action. And might I ask what that entails? It wouldn't be much of a secret if I told you, now would it? What I can say is there's a starring role planned for you, Milan. Oh boy. Why so surprised? You didn't think I'd let you get off that easily, did you? It'll be here soon, so don't go anywhere. I don't recognize the names Werlyt and Turncliffe, Alpha. Oh, I recognize that, but as far as beyond... Yeah. I see Sid still delights in keeping others in suspense. I can only hope he does not make us wait over long. Oh, level sync. Here we go. Oh boy. Yeah, you do. What the heck did you build, Sid?
Got our own weapon. We are the Sapphire.
We're in a mecha anime. Oh, we are totally in a mecha anime at this point. Here it is, Milan.
G Warrior.
Yeah, I present Garland Ironworks, an adaptation of the Ultima Warrior, the G Warrior.
Because they're good.
It's G Gundam.
Oh yeah, actually yeah.
I know elegant design when I see it. Excavated from one of their ruins, no doubt. As he's law to be precise, we came across it during the course of our investigations and decided it would be a shame to let it go to waste. We're gonna have a mecha fight, Amy. And you will be taking this refitted relic to face the enemy head-on, yes? Perhaps my knowledge of the Ultima weapon will be of use. I'm counting on it as it happens, but first, we'll need to perform a test run in the simulator before throwing you into battle.
Hopefully
Come, we haven't much time.
fuse to us like it did to the other girl.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
What? Oh dear, this is definitely different. Alright. First, I want you to try attacking the guidance system. Don't worry, it won't fight back. Oh, now I'm just thinking of Xenogears. Oh, this is so Xenogears it hurts. People had to be freaking out at this one. My god. This is definitely our best attack, this combo. It just uses up a bunch of EP. The number 2. I guess. It's Final Flourish combo.
How do you use the
I don't know yet. It's not come up for me. Alright. There's something a bit more advanced. The G-Warrior also comes equipped with the Pyretic Booster. There we go, which diverts even more power. It's a huge strain on the G-Warrior, so it must be used in short bursts. That's why it's best to practice here before heading into battle. Now try activating the Pyretic Booster. Oh, you drain your HP while using it. Okay. I can't believe they put a mecha thing in this. What's that? This is cool. Developed a whole new system just for this. No, the only anime, the only Xenos thing I got to anime was Xenoblade Episode 1, Xeno Saga Episode 1. Ethereal Aegis. Wow. You have to use auto restoration. Yeah, it restores both your health, 40% of your own HP and 30% of EP. This is too slow for Zone of the Enders. Honestly, I get Xenogears vibes. Maybe a bit of Xenoblade X. I didn't. Oh. There we go. This thing's awesome. Pretty sure X was before Shadowbringers Bad Fox. Are you sufficiently prepared? Not all the Metal Gear games, but most of them, Smitty. Then we shall depart for Turncliffe at once. Alright, let's do it. Zone of the Enders 2 is a lot of fun. Oh, that's the crystal weapon, all right. Seems they were expecting us, but who is the pilot? Milan, we're almost there. You better have your wits about you. Cheaper to do the thing.
I wish we could select the level before you start. Like, I wish you didn't have to lose before changing it.
Oh, yeah. I gotta go with it. I gotta go with this. I initiate combat mode.
It's like an alternate universe of that area that we were big wooden structure. That looks so much like
No, I don't think so. Oh, maybe a little. Polly says back in the day, the strat for clearing G Warrior was to fail as quick as he could set it very easy. Get ready to strike. G Warrior engage. Sounds awfully familiar. Gotta love the freaking mech anime. Sounds about right. That's so close to the actual sapphire weapon. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's big. Can't afford to lose. It's all or nothing. They're just restarting the... It's basically they're just super weapons the same way as ultimate weapon, but they have several versions.
What are they trying to do though?
They're going to conquer Eorzea with it. So we're just trying to prevent it and hold it off. Because they're part of the Empire.
They just want to-
Yeah, that's all they've ever wanted, is just conquer and bring us under foot. Oh god, he's already activating the Oversoul. I will be monitoring the situation from the air. Follow my instructions and eliminate the target. I love how we got this mech and we're still like miniatures compared to the the enemy. See if I can do this without having to go to easy mode. Oh, I was still in range. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that really sucks. I thought I was off to the side and fine. There we go. Wow, I missed one that I didn't see behind him and it killed me.
Oh, you have to get rid of them.
Yeah. You didn't bother?
No. I figured they were far enough away.
I figured they would rush us or something like this. That sucks. I got all of them too. I just missed that one.
One what?
That I got every single one of them. There was just one hiding behind it that I didn't see.
Oh, I totally just was like, whatever.
Can't do that. Oh well. Try to do it on normal. Did not work. No, I'm not gonna waste time. Got your pattern this time. It's still Final Fantasy XIV, Amy. I don't even know how you dodge that. Not worrying about him at all, just getting these turrets gone. Nope. Come on. You gotta use Ultima Buster to line them up. Oh, you weren't using the Buster? Yeah, they specifically told you to use the Buster. Huh? Optimized Ultima coming back. Oh god, the turret's back. This is great. More of these instant death possibilities again. See, I like this fight. This is cool. Missed one. Did they announce the 15 events coming back? I did not hear about that. Okay. So I will finally have that car. When did they announce that? I completely missed it. It's the day before Rebirth. Somehow missed that completely. Yeah, you need to get rid of... Yeah, Ether Bust, Ultimate Buster is what you want, Amy. Oh, that's new. Oh, destroy the servants. Great. Those today, yeah, I completely missed that somehow. I hope this is an instant death. Oh, that was close. Whew, that was close. Whew. I feel like that flood ray or whatever it was going to do is really scary. Alright, I'll be right back. I want to make sure I can help Amy with anything she might need.
No, they don't have to just watch the back of your head. It's fine.
The big thing is he'll eventually call up Guardians, Amy. You need to take out the 4 Guardians first, and you can use regular attacks for that and be fine. And then take out the turrets that self-destruct. And then make sure to get to him right away and start using your combo attack, because he'll be charging up this ultimate attack that you need to really take down. The target has been silenced. Yeah, he'll bring up these little... Probably right. Go ahead and start attacking. These. You gotta take out these guys first.
Special item or
Just anything. You just have to dodge as well. Alright. Next in line. Yeah, you don't have to use any kind of special attack. You can't damage him until you kill those 4 guardian things. Alright, I think you got him. Now you just line up those and use your burst, and then just start unleashing your combo on him, and you'll be fine. You got this. Understood. Hey, Dana. Welcome to the chat. Now that the immediate threat has been dealt with, we should gather what information we can in Turncliffe. You have time. You have time. Just hit him, Amy. You gotta start hitting him immediately. If he gets that off, it's instant loss. Now you have time. Just do that combo as much as you can. Restore when you need to. Sorry, I'm just making sure Amy's all set.
I don't know if I got this. I think I'm going to have to do it for a 4th time.
No, his flood rate's not... He won't be charging time. You're good. See? You had it. Alright, she got it. We're good. You did well to pilot the G-Warrior so adeptly in so short a time. And with the weapon largely...
Use that thing again.
Probably do, honestly. And with the weapon largely intact, Sid and his researchers should be able to gather a wealth of valuable information. Before it is dismantled, perhaps we should take one last look upon our fallen foe. We should have known Father and his friends would track us down sooner or later. Now they're at our doorstep and the sapphire weapon still isn't ready. Even so, it should be able to fend them off, or at least buy us some time. Not quite how I'd imagined it, but this seems as good a way to die as any. Rex, I wish they had voice acting. Rykon, why are you still here? You're supposed to be moving the other weapons to a safe location. You can take care of that while I pilot the sapphire weapon. What are you talking about? I'm the pilot, not you. There's no need to put your life on the line. Besides, it's still incomplete. It can barely perform basic maneuvers, so it'll be practically useless in a real fight. We have a solution. Oversoul. You want to end up like Melisandre? No, of course not. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But she didn't give her life in vain. The ruby weapon left behind data that's been used to improve the system to prevent any further malfunctions. What difference does that make? Once Oversoul is activated and the pilot fuses with the core, there's no way back. That's why I should be the one to pilot the sapphire weapon, not you, Rex. Alphonse needs you. You and I both know I'm the least qualified pilot we have. There's less to lose if I don't make it back. No, I won't let you. Please, Rex, hear me out. Ever since we were children, I was the smallest, the weakest, too afraid to stand up for myself. But I had the best brothers and sisters a boy could wish for. You were always there for me, protected me. Now it's my turn to protect you. Take the other weapons and get out of here. See this through to the end. Do it for me, for Melisandre. I'm counting on you, Rex. You always did have a stubborn streak. All right, Rykon. I won't let you down. Just promise you'll wait for me on the other side. We'll meet again, brother. God, they're knowingly going to their deaths. You all made me happier than I had any right to be, and now I finally found my purpose. I have no regrets. So it wasn't Rex inside. Come on, Sapphire. We may be far from perfect, but we have a job to do. Let's give Father something to remember us by. The Echo, I presume. What did it reveal to you? Nice town. Rykon, my poor boy, you were braver than most could ever hope to be. It is as we feared. I'm sorry, Gaius. This guy seems
Is
to...
he just like waiting for him to mess up? He's like
Yeah.
gleefully like.
He really wants that revenge, I guess. First Milisandia, now Recon. We must find the remaining weapons and end this madness. I guess it's probably Rykon. Oh, Recon would probably have an E. I guess that's true. Oh wow, there's somebody who played triple trad here? What the heck? Hold on a sec. I didn't realize we'd be able to go back to this place. Okay, it is Valence. Yeah, this is cool. Who would have guessed they would have actually done something with this such a small area? And then they have this guy hiding over here. One match. It's triple triad. Of course, have me start. Oh, he has a sapphire weapon card. That's cool. I also can't take it. Of course, I use my own card. I'm not going to win this one. Oh, he has Ruby as well. That's not fair. Yeah, I'm not going to win this. I'll tie. Well, at least I have Ruby weapon this time. God, there's just nothing great to approach them with. I got lucky. Okay, that's it. We're done. I didn't get it, but that's okay. You totally get a weapon card from him, though. I'm not going to let my addiction take over. Very haunting music here as well. Alright, what's Vaudelin got for us? No, these aren't the near raids, Dan Alpha Lion. This is a separate thing that has to actually a slight tie-in with Final Fantasy VII where you're fighting the weapons from that game. Tell me, what do you make of Gaius Balsar? I understand the two of you have been acquainted since his days as the Black Wolf. He claims to have shed his pelt when he took up the hunt for Ascians, but he's still the same man deep down. He certainly kept quiet about having a flock of foster children back in the Empire, though. It seems he would rather bare his teeth to his former masters than allow harm to come to them. Yet try as I might, I cannot make sense of it. Does he truly fight for the good of mankind as he would have us all believe, Or is he merely biding his time before he reveals his true colors? Whatever the answer may be, in the end, he will always be a Garlean. And though there may be honorable men and women among them, I have suffered much and more as a result of their conquests. Barbaric campaigns in which Gaius Belsar played no small part. My first encounter with the Garleans was 20 years ago, shortly after the fall of Alamigo. They continued their march into the lands that had long been home to we Duskwights. We sought to repel the invaders, but we were woefully unprepared. Our bows and arrows were no match for their magitek, and even our most powerful magics did little to slow their advance. I fought on the front line but was knocked unconscious in the opening exchange. When I came to, I was alone, the rest of my unit slaughtered. I hurried back to my village to look for my wife and daughter, only to find the place deserted. My search lasted for days, then weeks, then months, and it seemed they had disappeared without a trace. I finally learned from two Imperials held at Bittermeal that the villagers had been captured and used as test subjects for the poison gas that would be later known as Black Rose. They were never seen again. For 20 long years I roamed endlessly with nothing but hatred to keep me alive. I eventually found myself at the Order of the Twin Adder, who offered me a place among their ranks. The desire for revenge was the only thing I had left, so without a moment's hesitation I accepted. Hopefully you're enjoying that DLC, Karagosa. Were it not for the war with Garlemald, I would have been loath to work alongside the city-dwelling Gridanians who for so long had treated my kind as outcasts. But none of that mattered anymore. It all culminated with Operation Archon. As you led the charge into the Praetorium, we were right behind you. And when the place came crumbling down, most of us were caught in the rubble. I escaped with my life, though many others were less fortunate. Having dragged myself free from the rubble, I sought a way out. It was then that I encountered none other than Gaius Belsar on the verge of death. The gods had delivered to me the man whose conquest had robbed me of everything. Oh wow. I was poised, ready to exact my revenge, and then he spoke. I will not beg for mercy. I only ask that you stay your hand a while longer. I cannot die until I've rid the world of the Ascian menace. For millennia, mankind has danced to their tune, but no more. Then, once we are finally free, my life is yours for the taking. I would have struck him down there and then had I not sensed truth in his words, so I decided to grant him a stay of execution and join him on his hunt. All this time I've kept a close eye on Gaius. Though he is ever on the watch for pursuers, he has granted me ample opportunity to slay him if I so choose, and I still might if he shows even the slightest sign of betraying our agreement. But for now, the Ascians are my chosen quarry. If they are indeed the ones pulling the Empire's strings, then it shall not end until they have been eradicated, every last one. Though I could not save my kin, there are those who may yet be spared the horrors of war. Unfortunately, dealing with the Ascians will have to wait until we have brought an end to the Garlemald's weapon project. Ah yes, makes sense how Gaius survived. Though we may yet have vanquished two of the new weapons, we must make every effort to prepare for whatever the Garleans throw at us next. Perhaps Severa can tell us whether the Ironworks engineers have uncovered any information of note. Oh. The Ironworks engineers are still at work dismantling the Sapphire weapon and investigating the Turncliffe Magitek facility. Though they have yet to make their report, they may have some news to share at this juncture. Please wait here a moment. We've yet to finish our investigation, but I can give you a preliminary report. Were you able to recover anything of note? Before abandoning the facility, they attempted to destroy anything they couldn't take with them, including many of their research materials. Luckily, some information relating to the Sapphire weapon's combat data was intact. Judging by what we saw during the battle, it was extracted from regular Van Hydrus, correct? It also appears that the sapphire weapon was actually in an incomplete state, and therefore unable to perform at full capacity. Even so, it was immensely powerful. Had they been given the chance to finish it before we'd arrived, who knows how it would have ended. Indeed, we may not be so fortunate next time, so we must prepare for the worst. The Ironworks will continue to investigate the sapphire weapon and look into possible countermeasures. The echo afforded you a glimpse into the conversation between Rykon and Rex prior to the weapon's deployment. Do you remember any other details? Improvements were made to the synthetic Aurosite system to prevent malfunctions. Then it was never their intent to create a manifestation of Nail Van Darnus. But there's one thing that was intended. Oversoul. Its activation results in the pilot being absorbed by the core, killing them in the process. Rex and Rykon were fully aware of this, were they not? Then the death of the pilot was by design all along. Alphonse, how could you? Sacrificing your own siblings to fuel these accursed war machines. Surely there is no cause worth paying such a price. Aye, nothing is more precious than family. This nightmare is far from over. It appears that Rex has fled with the remaining weapons, and we can assume that Alphonse has every intention of sending them into battle. We must find a way to disable them before the Oversoul can be activated. I've seen enough death. I do not wish to see any more. Then there is no time to waste. Let's be about it, Gaius. Severa, you're in charge here. Keep Sid and his team safe while they carry out the investigation. Understood. Please see that no harm comes to Gaius. While we're gone, I need you to relay everything to the Resistance troops. Your first-hand account should prove useful. If there are any developments, we'll be sure to contact you. All right. Okay. Probably Resistance escort. Alright. Gonna have to remember that escort takes us there so I can get that card later. Welcome back. It sounds like you've been on quite a journey all the way to Turncliffe. And judging by the fact you made it here in one piece, I trust everything went according to plan. What an astonishing account. I wouldn't mind putting that G-Warrior through its paces myself. Certainly a lot more stimulating than supervising this rabble, I'd imagine. Anyway, as before, I'll compile the information into a report and leave it over there for your perusal, should you feel so inclined. If we hear anything from headquarters, we'll be sure to pass it on. Oh, a sapphire weapon bust. Neat. I was wondering what the random gift would be. Well, what weapon are we fighting next? Okay. I've come to deliver my report, Lord Valens. Ah, yes, the new leader of the 7th Legion. They really paid attention to this guy's sweat. Ah, so you have returned, young Alfred. Or was it Alwick? Not that it really matters, of course. I hear that you and your darling brothers and sisters have allowed the sapphire weapon to fall into the hands of the enemy. Do tell me it isn't so. I'm afraid that is the case, Lord Valens. Oh, come now. No need to be so sullen. As they say, to err is human, to forgive divine. And you know how forgiving I can be when it suits me. So tell me, whatever your name is, who was able to best the sapphire weapon? Our sources state that the one known as the Warrior of Light was assisted by Cid Garland and Gaius Van Belsar, my lord. Gaius. Yes, it seems he's been quite the troublemaker of late, defecting from Garlemald, assassinating the Emperor, whatever next. Oh well, there's no use crying over spilt milk. He's about to spill the milk. Speaking of which, I've become quite the connoisseur since arriving in Werlyt. This particular variety comes from a rare breed of cow, you know. Only 100 of them in existence, and pampered every day of their lives. Yes, they are quite valuable, until their milk dries up, that is. When it does, they are sent to the slaughterhouse like all the rest, for that is their lot in life. To be discarded once they have served their purpose. Did I create the ruby and sapphire weapons so that you could deliver them gift-wrapped to the enemy? I can see it now, Cid Non Garland rubbing his hands with glee at all the technological marvels we've bestowed upon him. And you let Gaius Van Belsar of all people get the better of you. How do you think this reflects on me, the legatus of the 7th Legion, humiliated by that traitor? Humiliated, I say. There's only one way to deal with worthless provincial filth like you. Wait for me in the correction chamber. You need to be taught a lesson in obedience. Yeesh. Yes, my lord. Well, this guy's messed up. Forgive my intrusion, Lord Valens, but it's time for your meeting with the head of Magitech Development. Oh, how time flies when you're whipping useless soldiers into shape. Yes, I'll be along once I've made myself presentable. Can't have people thinking I've let my standards slip now, can I? So he has these kids put him into the armor. Okay then. What are you doing here? You wish to see me, Lord Valens? Did I now? Ah, yes, that's right. So you're Ally, yes, and you joined the military of your own free will along with your fellow orphans. Such devotion. What an inspiration you are. You see, it is my firm belief that love grants us the power to move mountains, to overcome any obstacle. Oh, it is going to be fun to kill this guy. Together we shall discover the strength that lies within you. Take my hand, child. I will show you the way. Yeah, that's not creepy. How old was he? Oh god, he was only 17. They're the resistance officer notes that he has nearby. Oh, emerald weapon next. It's good to see you, Milan. I'm pleased to report that Master Garland and the others uncovered a fair bit of useful information at the Imperial facility in Turncliffe. In fact, he'd like you to rendezvous with Gaius in the town square, where he'll reveal what they've found. Once you're ready to depart, your escort will lead the way. Definitely gonna have to take out this new guy. Now that you are here, perhaps Sid will finally deign to dispense his findings. Severa, inform him of Milan's arrival. Thanks for coming. So, what have you discovered? To tell the truth, we were lucky to obtain any information at all, considering the lengths to which the Imperials went in covering their tracks. You see, the hangar below was not just used to store the weapons, but played a critical role in their creation. We now know the code names given to 3 of the weapons: Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Yeah, exactly. Obviously, we are familiar with the first 2, but the third is something of an unknown quantity. I forget how many weapons there were in Final Fantasy. Yeah, I think all that's left is Diamond and technically Omega, but we already taken care of Omega weapons, so yeah. So there should only be one more. At the very least, this confirms the existence of another of those abominations. At the very least? The problem lies in ascertaining its whereabouts. None of the locals have seen anything resembling a weapon being transported either by land or air. Which, of course, leaves only one option: the sea. According to what fragmented data we were able to recover, the Emerald weapon is equipped with aquatic capabilities, much like the Sapphire. Oh, there's 3 raids total, so this is the second. Sapphire doesn't count. I see. Meaning that its escape from Turncliffe would have gone undetected and could potentially be anywhere by now. But if Alphonse plans to have it absorb more primals, the logical choice would be Eorzea. And traveling by sea would allow him to circumvent the front line at Gimlet entirely. The Alliance must be alerted at once. Hold your chocobos, Severa. It seems that the Emerald weapon was still incomplete when the 7th Legion withdrew from Turncliffe. It's far more likely that it was transported to another facility in order to add the finishing touches. If your supposition is correct, that would narrow our search to but 2 possible locations: Castrum Marinum in the Rotano Sea and Castrum Occidens in eastern Lonotia, both of which are known to harbor remnants of the 14th Legion, your former subordinates, Gaius. Be that as it may, our objective is unchanged. Faudelin, you and Severa will make your way to Castrum Occidens, while Milan and I head for Castrum Marinum. Should we locate the Emerald weapon, we will give the signal to dispatch the G-Warrior and eliminate it before it can be activated. Sorry to disappoint you, but we're still repairing the damage it sustained during the encounter with the Sapphire weapon. While Allegan machinery has its uses, it's a bugger to find replacement parts in a pinch. We've actually been working to expand its already impressive arsenal, but the G-Warrior itself is in no fit state for combat. While I'm aware this is a far from adequate replacement, I can provide an Ironworks submersible to help Milan and Gaius reach Castrum Marinum. I'll have one sent ahead to Vesper Bay. I mean, in 7 you do fight the Emerald underwater, so there you go. A submersible, eh? I don't much like the sound of that. Perhaps Severa and I should count ourselves fortunate that our destination can be approached by land. I pray you have a safe journey. Watch yourself out there, Milan. It's time we departed. Let's make our way to Vesper Bay. Apparently uses some sort of levitating hand-like appendages, 6 of them in fact, though we are not quite sure what purpose they serve. It sounds like having eyes in the back of your head might come in handy, but that's all we know, I'm afraid. You have our thanks. After all, forewarned is forearmed. If the emerald weapon has indeed been transported to this cache room, it would need to enter via the dry dock. We shall do likewise. It's time to return to the waking sands. Oh no. As one might expect, there are measures in place to keep out intruders.
It is right next to that.
Yeah, it is. But the security systems can be tricked into recognizing us as an Imperial vessel. That said, infiltrating the facility is merely the first step. Should the emerald weapon be activated, it is only a matter of time before the pilot uses Oversoul. We must silence the war machina before this happens, and failing that, grant the poor soul at its helm the mercy of a swift death. Had these wounds healed more quickly, I could have gone with you, but I fear that it would only slow you down. As such, I will provide what support I can from afar. Whatever happens, the emerald weapon must be defeated at all costs. Alright, Castrum Marinum. I guess we're back into the group again. Thank you, Sayo.
Woohoo! Friends again!
Alright. Time to take on Emerald. Oh boy. This ought to be interesting. Magnets and Dad Rock. Oh boy. Yep, that's Emerald Weapon, all right.
I'm scared. But I got Callie.
I should be the one afraid because these things kicked my butt back when I was a kid. I like you can see all of us going up. This is it. The Emerald Weapon. Ah, there's Rex. I've been expecting you, hero of Eorzea. Look, Father, this is the power that we command. That's a classic design. Good thing this isn't as big as the Sapphire weapon. Oh, nice. This is a good song. I think I've heard this before. I feel like this plays in Carla's. We've heard this in Carla's house. Oh, you were scritching. Oh, he's going to be going in a clock. Oh, God. Go back a little further. Oh, go back a little further and start going right, Amy.
No.
Whew, okay. That was interesting. Thanks for that save, son. I didn't understand why you were taking me away from at first, but then I was like, ah, okay, so it does. Tricky little bugger. Oh God!
What just happened?
I just got knocked off. I didn't realize it would do that. Alive. Who knows for how long? As long as I don't attack, I'll be alright. Did not expect to get knocked off like that. That sucked. Just noticed the area that we're running around in is a lot smaller. Not sure where. Well, he's half dead. Oh, he's splitting. I'm just sort of dodging these stun balls. Shoot, I got hit by one of them. Thank you, Mary. Well, I didn't fall, but I did die, so... I just had too little health. Thank you, son. I feel like the times I've died has not been too bad in how it happens. I know. But it actually widens after a bit, so you gotta... So it's not as bad as it seems? Ow. Oh, it's doing the split thing again, Amy. That's the one where you have to dodge all the balls. Oh, I always miss that. I don't know why I always miss that, but I always miss it. You can keep your own flourishes. That my effects don't get in the way, but getting rid of everybody else's definitely helped. We almost got him now. He's only at 2%. Alright. Now for the Oversoul section. Phase 1 done. Oh wow, he's using Gaius' own combat data. Oh no. Yep, this is Gaius. Oh goody. Oh, weird. Sucks that the limit gauge resets, but oh well. I don't know what this does, but I'm gonna... I knew it was gonna push me out, so I knew it was gonna die, but so I knew I needed to go. I don't know. I'm dead. I had a feeling I needed to run forward, but I was also trying to get out of everybody's way. Up, walked right into it, trying to avoid it. Dang it! I was trying to keep an eye on what was marked where. Oh, it's my turn to die all the time. Ugh. Oh, Black Wolf's image. I didn't even notice him there. I wasn't paying attention to this side. Okay. Where are they that they need to form ranks? Yeah, I don't know what's causing it. That you're that delayed. It shouldn't be on PlayStation, so I honestly don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that one's hard to dodge. I had to just take my time and just pay all the attention to it. Thankfully, we're doing well. He's down to 18%, so we're nearly done. Got him. Shoo. Oh my gosh. Thanks for bearing with me, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that. Is Derek Yamcha? Not completely. Only kinda. And that's Emerald Weapon down. I'm gonna guess we have Diamond and then the creepy dude. Pearl. I don't think there's any, unless they make it, I don't think there's any Pearl weapon. Whew, well, that was wild. Thank you, everyone. Good job. Always appreciated.
Thank you.
I did see that, Chris. That's so, like, that's so disheartening. Was on the hardest level of Mario Wonder. Got to the very end, was almost about to make it, accidentally hit down and did a ground pound and died before the end. It sucks. Yeah. And so it ends. But why would Rex throw away his life for this? You are right. If I'm ever to learn the truth, I must concentrate on the task at hand. Of course, we do not need to wait for Sid's analysis to tell us whose combat data was used on this occasion. It galls me to think that my techniques and strategies could be so closely replicated. Nevertheless, the observations I made during the battle may yet prove useful. As a matter of fact, that was not the only information I was able to gather. I intercepted a signal that revealed the troops stationed here were permitted to withdraw, seemingly in return for assisting the 7th Legion. They must have known the Alliance would follow the Emerald Weapon here sooner or later and made good their escape. Meaning the way is now clear for Sid to inspect the War Machina's remains. We got here as soon as we could. Not that we could have done anything to prevent this tragedy. From what we know, it seems that the Emerald Weapon was ilm for ilm a great deal more powerful than the previous two. If this is allowed to continue, who knows what sort of monstrosity the 7th Legion will conceive next. Nevertheless, Milan has once again proven himself capable of overcoming the worst the Empire has at its disposal. Oh, I remember that that Pokemon Black Nuzlocke was rough. You may be relieved to hear that Castrum Occidens was free of anything resembling a weapon. Unfortunately, it was also devoid of any useful leads, and we came away empty-handed. In all honesty, part of me wishes we had never found the Emerald Weapon. Perhaps then Rex would not have been forced to make the ultimate sacrifice. I only hope that he is finally at peace. We will do what we can to spare others from sharing his fate. I and the Ironworks will search this place from top to bottom for clues as to the 7th Legion's plans. Before that, allow me to sweep the area for booby traps and the like. I would not put it past the Imperials to have left a few surprises. Agreed, I'll go with you. With that in mind, I'll begin my examination of the Emerald Weapon. Carefully, that is. One neat bit of the Emerald fight is that it actually shows how Gaius would fight as a Garlean commander. He would go to the front lines himself, bait enemies into his allies' firing range, and then dodge out of the way at the last second. Really neat detail showing that Gaius' fighting style was heavily focused on risking his own life to take down the enemy. Very cool. Alphonse, you knew all this time, didn't you? Melisandre and Rykon too. Everyone except me. And you, Rex? Yes, that's what the synthetic Orocyte system is. The fusion between pilot and core is the key to Oversoul. And unless we use it, we don't have a chance of beating Father's newfound friends. They stand between us and the primals, without which the weapons will never reach their full potential. We thought that if you knew the truth about Oversoul, you'd try to stop us. Of course I would, but I don't understand. What I don't understand is why all of you are so willing to give your lives for the weapon project. What is it all for? It all began the day the Father left. Without his guidance, his protection, The Garleans lost any respect they once had for us. But their cruelty pales in comparison to Valen's. To him, conscripts like us are expendable commodities, an endless supply of test subjects for his twisted experiments. But no matter what they do to us, we will never lose hope. If it is the duty of the strong to lead the weak, we will become strong and protect those who cannot protect themselves. The weapon project will give us the strength we need. We will create a world where people like us can live without fear of persecution. We want you to see this new world for yourself, Allie, even if we must give our lives to make it a reality. But why me? The years spent serving the Empire have changed us all, except you. Even after everything you've seen, you're still the caring, innocent girl we grew up with. More than any of us, you deserve a chance at happiness. That's what we all agreed. Allie, listen to me. Right now, the soldiers assigned to watch over us have been called away to the capital. Now is our chance to get you out of here. Then why don't you come with me? If Alphonse and I were to run away now, they'd only force others to take our place. We can't let that happen. This is our way of upholding the ideals Father instilled in us. Our lives are a small price to pay for Werlyt's freedom. No, how can you expect me to leave you behind? I won't do it. We will forever be at your side, Allie. Rex, take her to the holding cells. Let me go. So win or lose, the plan is to hand over the castrum to Father, is that right? Yes, they'll take Allie into their custody before the Garleans return, while you will be free to pilot the Emerald weapon without her interfering. We can't let her hinder the completion of the weapon project. I'm counting on you, Alphonse. Don't let her sacrifices be in vain. Rex, have you forgotten what I told you? You mustn't use Oversoul. I can't lose you too. We both know I can't win without it. Besides, we need the combat data of the Emerald weapon fighting at its peak if we're to have a chance of perfecting this synthetic Aurosite system. You know I'm not the sort to do things by halves. Forgive me, Rex. Don't you worry about me. If this is where I meet my end, I'll do it with a smile on my face. The rest is up to you, Alphonse. So why are they trying? They want to protect her, but they're willing to sacrifice themselves in order to win. And become strong enough to protect the others that are in Werlyt. This is the girl you spoke of, yes? She was... Excuse me. She was locked in a cell, but I saw no harm in letting her out. I can't say for certain, but it seems she's been through quite an ordeal. No. Why, Rex? Why? No doubt about them. That polyglot. Gaius, once we've extracted the core, we'll take it back to Turncliffe for analysis. Perhaps she should come with us. There's no use in her staying here. I hope Gaius is the one to take out Valens. Silvera is taking care of Allie, but it may be some time until her nerves have settled. If the vision you witnessed is indeed true, Alphonse and Rex locked her away for her own safety. When she is ready, I would know more of what her brother hopes to achieve and why he must resort to such desperate measures. How you doing with the story, Amy? Allie's condition has improved somewhat, but she remains in a state of shock. We must give her more time to recover. There was one other thing that I thought you should know. When we checked her for injuries, we saw that her back is covered in welts and bruises. Who did this to her? It seems she was subjected to beatings on a regular basis, judging by the varied stages of bruising. I dare say this was the work of her Garlean masters. You speak as though you've seen this before. Seen. I have lived through it myself. I was born in Werlyt, 23 summers past. My mother was a local woman, but my father was a pure-blooded Garlean and a member of the occupying forces. Though I know very little about him, his rank afforded me imperial citizenship. His acknowledgement of our familial ties was the extent of the responsibility he took for bringing me into this world. Still, it is more than can be said for most of his ilk. My mother and I were shunned by the people of Werlyt, who treated us as badly as the Garleans did, if not worse. I thought if I were to become an imperial soldier, my position might somehow deter those who would cast scorn on my mother, if only out of fear, and so I joined the army. The acceptance I earned was but temporary. However, and my superiors were quick to blame any perceived shortcomings on my savage lineage. Rather than waste time on official court-martials, they administered their own form of corporeal punishment. I was eventually assigned to the 12th Legion and fought under Zenos Ye Galvas in Alamigo. In the chaos that followed our defeat, I seized the opportunity to flee Werlyt. While I was never much of a home, it was all I had, but nothing could prepare me for what awaited. My mother had for many years suffered from poor health and relied on medicine to keep her alive. In my absence, the Garleans had denied her treatment, claiming that it would be wasted on savages. By the time I could return to her side, there was naught I could do. There was nothing left for me in Werlyt. I would be punished for desertion if the Imperials discovered the reason for my return, and I was never accepted by my so-called countrymen to begin with.
What if that guy who wants to kill Gaius kills her to get back at Gaius for him killing his family?
I don't think he'll do that. I think he'll see Gaius. I would not think. But,
I'm worried because she's in his care, so now I'm like, oh no!
I feel like this guy is going to see Gaius's, maybe not redemption, but atonement, as chat mentioned. I don't think so, but we'll see, I guess. I ran as far as my legs could carry me. It was then that I met Gaius. So that is the truth of it. Other than a few scant details, I knew naught of your past. It sickens me to think that I once fought under the same banner as such vile creatures. I had always believed it to be the duty of the strong to lead the weak, yet there are those who become drunk on the power afforded by their station, and prey on the ones they should protect. Like a canker, this corruption has spread to every part of the Empire. Even those with Garlean blood, such as myself, are subjected to their cruelty. They hold particular contempt for the Ara, an easy target for abuse being in so few number. Perhaps, like me, Allie thought she would be spared such treatment when she joined the army. Alas. I only hope that with time, Allie can put the past behind her and make a new life for herself. But for now, all we can do is wait for her delirium to subside. It is Volatilin's turn to keep watch. Let us ask him if there's been any change. I suppose you're here to ask about Allie. Is she well enough to speak with us? Bless you. As her condition has improved somewhat, I would say so, provided you do not cause her any undue distress. Wait here. Allie, I am sorry what happened to Rex. It was my fault. Melisandre and Rykon too. They died because of me and my foolish ambitions. Father, no. This cannot go on. Please, Allie, you must tell me all you know. Of course. First, I need to know what became of you and your siblings after we were parted. So much has happened, it seems like a lifetime ago. After your disappearance, we were all assigned to the newly reformed 7th Legion. At first, each legatus was quickly replaced by the next, until eventually a man named Valens van Varro was given command. He was sent from the capital, but before that, he was a specialist in experimental magitech weaponry. We later discovered that he was ordered by Emperor Varus to complete a project involving anti-primal war machina, the weapons, but after the Emperor's death, he was free to employ whatever methods he saw fit, and his greed for power only grew. Some even say he is planning to use the power of the weapons to lay claim to the throne. But I think there's another reason for his obsession with the weapon project. Not that he'd ever tell anyone, but he's always muttering to himself, and I've been able to put the pieces together. He's jealous of you, Father. Valens van Varro. I must admit, it was only recently that I first heard that name. Valens used his knowledge of magitech to devise various military strategies. He was given a position in the army and quickly rose through the ranks. That was until one man stood in his way. You, Father. He was one of the candidates to lead the new 14th Legion, but that role fell to you. After that, he was assigned to serve under a far more gifted engineer, Nero, who was in charge of restoring the Ultima weapon. We haven't seen Nero in a while. Valens has resented you ever since, going so far as to oppose the ideals you upheld, where you treated those who served the Empire based on merit rather than their race or origin. Valens is adamant that pure-blooded Garleans are superior to all others. It never ceases to amaze me how far some will go in the name of revenge. All that hatred festering away, nothing good could ever come of it. So the marks on your body are his handiwork. Yes, to Valens and his men we are no more than fodder for his experiments, playthings on which they can vent their frustrations. Every day is filled with nothing but pain. If I had remained in Garlemald, you would never have been forced to endure this abuse. It's not your fault, Father. We could have fled from Valens if we wanted to. After all, we're expendable and easily replaced. The truth is, that's exactly why we couldn't run. In saving ourselves, we would be condemning others, but if we were to stay, to see the weapon project to its completion, we could gain the power to defeat Valens and then the Empire itself, freeing the world from its tyranny. That way we might start afresh and find a place we can call home, and not just for us, but for anyone who wishes to live in peace. You would give your lives for a future you may not live to see. We took courage from your teachings, Father. The strong must lead the weak, and we would gain that strength by whatever means necessary. We will fight for the sake of those who cannot. But we knew that you'd never consent to our participation in the weapon project, which is why we couldn't turn to you for help. As the pilots, we're the only ones who were able to stop Valens. We know just how powerful the weapons are. He would use them to bring the world to its knees. And his masterpiece is the worst of them all. The diamond weapon. If only I could get my hands on it, then I could save Alphonse and all of Werlyt. Father, I know you and Alphonse stand on opposing sides of this conflict, but there must be some way you can help him. He may have called you our enemy before, but he never meant it. He still loves you, Father. You are everything he aspires to be. I have failed him. Failed you all. But I refuse to abandon him to his fate. I will free him from Valens if it is the last thing I do. Thank you. He needs you, now more than ever. Who knew Gaius would get this much character development? Listen, Allie, I once sought the strength to rebuild the world as I saw fit, but the ultimate weapon was born not to create, but to destroy. Alphonse must not follow in my footsteps. I know all too well where they lead. I will do all I can to help your brother. Pray, tell me where he is. I'm sorry, I don't know where he could be. In that case, I shall have the Alliance dispatch scouts. Wherever he is, we will find him. As for you, Allie, you must stay here and rest. Polyglot, there's no way this game will make me like Guy. Oh crap, I would fight with this man to the ends of the earth. How very glib. Was that the line they always did? Wait, you're the one who fought Rex, Rykon, and Melisandre, aren't you? We're the ones who threatened your homeland. You only did what you had to do. I have no right to ask this of you, but... Lend my father your strength. Save Alphonse. I know why they call you hero. Alphonse, I'll do what I must to free you, even if it means going against father's wishes, but I have a good feeling about his new friend. She's up to something. Severa, see that she has everything that she needs. Our allies must be informed of these troubling events. May I ask you to relay this news to the troops in Garibania? Your loving father, in fact, may fool the others, Gaius, but not me. For every life you've saved, you've ended 1,000 more. Or is this your idea of redemption? Call it what you will. For all my transgressions, I believe I still have a part to play. Was I wrong to spare you that day, or will you honor your word? Excuse me. It seems the time has come for the Black Wolf to show his true colors. Back to Garibania. Oops. All right. Give the account. Boy, what kind of cutscene are we going to get this time?
Terrible one.
Oh, really? A correction chamber. Lovely. Three weapons, three pitiful displays of ineptitude. Oh, God. To make matters worse, one of my prime candidates, your precious sister no less, has escaped. Oh, God. Oh, God. He's using children to do this, too. And who should she go crawling to but that swine Gaius? After everything I've done for her, and this is how she repays me. As her older brother, it's your responsibility to instill some discipline in her, and you failed miserably. Well, don't just stand there, boy. Oh, of course, it's your first time, isn't it? Come along, there's no need to be shy. God, he's making these kids do this. Excuse me. You see, something wicked has taken hold of this young man, and it's our job to cleanse his troubled spirit. It may look painful, but it's the only way, I assure you. What is he? I just noticed this guy really looks like Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame. He'll be ever so grateful, and you'll want him to get better, don't you? There's a good boy. Now let's try again, shall we? Burn out the bad, burn out the bad. Burn out the bad, burn out the bad. Sheesh. He's literally grooming these kids to be like him. Well done. You've all made Father proud. Very proud indeed. Oh, he's making his own twisted version of Gaius's kids. As for you, I thought you were cut above the rest of the savages, but it appears I was mistaken. And since you allowed that wretched sister of yours to escape, it falls to you to act as her replacement. I choose you as the next pilot, and your mission is simple. Kill Gaius Van Balsar, whatever it takes. And if you so much as entertain the idea of betraying me again, I'll exterminate every last one of your kind. Oh God, like the vermin they are. That face. Having said that, we will be forcibly initiating Oversoul using Xenos' combat data, so whenever... Oh God, Xenos' combat data. So whatever schemes you may be hatching will never come to pass. All you need to do is sit back and let the synthetic Orocyte system do the work, with you as its conduit. Excuse me. You should thank me for allowing you to become part of my masterpiece. Your worthless existence will finally have some semblance of meaning. Xenos? What's that? Yes, I think so. Lord Valens, preparations for the Oversoul trial are complete. We await your orders. Splendid. There's never a dull moment around here. Now then, boys, who'd like to see something special? Come along, everyone. Father has secrets to share with you. Hmm. This is my chance, and it's all thanks to the sacrifices made by my dear siblings. Finally, the weapon will be mine to command. Once it has reached perfection, I will be unstoppable. First Valens, then the Empire itself will fall, and we will be free at last. Father, keep Allie safe. Melisandre, Rykon, Rex, I'll see this through to the end, I promise. Until then, watch over me. Oh boy. So, is it ready or not? The trial sequence has been primed, sir. Then get on with it. You okay, Amy? I'm glad Mary warned you. Initiating synthetic aurosite system. Loading diamond weapon simulation. What's going on? You're helping us with a little research is all, whatever your name is. The time has come for you to contribute to the glory of Garlemald. This isn't what we agreed. You said that if I took part in the experiment, you'd let my family go. You have Zenos's data loaded, yes. Activate Oversoul and be quick about it. Understood, Lord Valens. Galvus combat sample ready. Initiating organic core overwrite. Something's wrong. Oh, Amy's game apparently glitched? What the heck? Did the controller die? Oh, weird. Huh. Yeah, Amy's game just completely glitched. You might... Oh, there it is. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, okay, it finally loaded in for her. My mind is, no, if this is what it takes to protect you both, I love you. I'm so sorry. Oh, God. Alphonse has no idea what he's in for. Where is my prey? Organic core overwrite complete. Zenos Yay Galvus data loaded. The subject is instinctively bound to seek out prey right from the outset. Regardless of the combat prowess it may boast, I need an obedient servant, not a ravenous beast. Enough. Shut it down. Deactivating synthetic aurosite system. Ugh. How revolting, and what a mess it makes of the cockpit. Adjust the settings and prepare for another run. Fortunately, we have the next test subject ready and waiting. But sir, you agreed to release his family in exchange for his cooperation. Oh god, this guy is... I hope either Gaius kills him or we get to kill him. My, I never knew you had such a wonderful sense of humor. The great Valens van Varo bargaining with savages. More fool for him for trusting me in the first place. Well, that's hell. Yeah, we need to go up and give Amy a hug. She needs it. Just hugs for Amy. There you go. Surrounded by love. That's an interesting mech pilot outfit you have. Alright. We'll at least get the... I guess the question we have now is, should we get a little bit ahead to keep things moving, or should we just finish off this and begin near next time? Since we're at a basic stopping point. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up just so we know where to go. Since this is... Where is this? I don't even know where is this at. The lock still. Okay. I'm just going to just take the quest and... Huh? It's over? You used your blue. You're not playing this anymore. Oh my god. Amy used her blue mage ability to blow herself up. Amy's dead.
I'm done with this game.
Live! Live, damn you! Actually, you know what? Hold on. Where are you? Where's your body?
I'm alive again.
Oh. Well, I'm still casting for raise.
Everybody like spamming me with healing. Oh my god.
I can cast it too.
Oh man, now that it changed from tears to sad.
Even my poor red mage. Oh, goodness. Of course. Yeah, Amy says thank you to everybody. I'm going to go ahead and take on this quest just so we know where to go for next time. I was hoping I might have a word with you. Ever since Turncliffe was liberated, we've been sending troops to aid in getting the town back on its feet, helping the residents, that sort of thing. We Alamegans know how hard life can be for a society struggling to stand on its own after years of imperial rule. A lot of what most people would take for granted has been rebuilt from the ground up. While we're able to assist when it comes to providing basic resources and keeping the place safe, there are countless other problems that need attending to. If you can spare the time, we could use your help. Bless you, Milan. You really are a saint. I'm sure the people of Turncliffe will benefit from having someone like you around. Once you're ready, have a word with your usual escort. Okay. So there we go. Got that. So yeah, I think we'll end it there. And we are 2/3 of the way through the weapons quest. It is very interesting because Son warned me about this, Polyglot, and I'm like, what could they do? It's weapons. Like, what could they do? It's like, oh, child soldiers. Great. Horrible, horrible suicide packs. That's a way to change up how the weapons worked in Final Fantasy VII. Oh, I absolutely will, Son. Oh, goodness. But, yeah, this is our final stream before the big Yakuza 0 subathon. And we'll have everything ready to go by then. So you can look forward to that at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. That's Eastern Standard Time. So look forward to that. We will be playing for as long as you donate, whether it's bits, whether it's subs, gift subs. It will all count towards extending the timer to give us a chance to get even further in that game as a start and help Amy and I pay for the rat problem that we had to deal with to get rid of the infestation we had in our crawl space. So yeah, so we'll hopefully do well in getting all of that. Hopefully paying for all of that, and hopefully you guys can, we definitely appreciate the support. However much we earn on Saturday, but we'll be pushing hard. I have a lot of fun goals to reach for. Remember, I have a super secret 2,000 sub goal. That if we reach that, I will reveal for everyone. It is a gift for everyone that I think you'll all enjoy if I reach it. And you can find out what that is if we hit 400 subs. And by that point, you'll have made me... Oh boy. You'll have made me wear a suit like Kiryu. Unlock a new emote. Complete Majima's sub-stories. Complete Kiryu's sub-stories. Wear Ichiban's wig. Put on a temporary tattoo from that covered my back, like in Yakuza. Complete all the karaoke songs and dance to Friday Night. All that before I reveal what the 2,000 sub secret prize will be. And as a reminder, we will keep going as long as there's a timer. The timer is still there. So yeah, here's hoping we can make this happen and see what all we can unlock. And really do appreciate it. Otherwise, why do we keep using the wrong part? Oh. Otherwise, we'll likely not be streaming. Depending on how well it does, we'll likely not stream Crosscode on Sunday. We'll have to see, but we definitely will be streaming more Final Fantasy VII Intergrade to finish off Yuffie's story before the release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And then, of course, next Wednesday we'll finish off this story for 7 and start the near raids. So yeah, there's all that. Pedro, thank you very much for that gift sub going to Sumo Moeni. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, really do. Just hope to see you all there. Also, big thanks to Amy because she'll be taking care of Kai that entire time and all the other kids. So, and the pets. So it'll be a lot. But let's see who we can raid. Nobody really coming up for me if there's any suggestions. I think I saw Crimson A a suggestion. Yeah, we can raid Crimson A. As for our raid, let's see. Hugs for Amy. Let's do hugs. Let's do hugs for all. I think we all need hugs after that. So let's go ahead and raid Crimson A. Playing some Lethal Company. Thank you so much for joining us, and yeah, we'll hopefully see you all on Saturday for Yakuza 0. So until then, everyone, take care. Bye.